Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for June 1st through the 7th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio. What do we got for you? The overall energy for the reading, the Seven of Cups. We've got options, choices that you may want to make that feel good to you. Let's see what's going on. In the recent past, the Two of Pentacles, the World card, the Page of Wands. I feel like you've been in a place of indecision, kind of not being able to make up your mind about something, or just kind of like in a blur, in a phase of, yeah, whatever. That period of time, I see a cycle closing off of it, and then not only that, right after that you come in with the sense of excitement over something, maybe something new, maybe you didn't even know what it was. It's just the energy is shifting completely towards, man, we got to find something exciting here, you know. In the current situation, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely in a place of, you just stepped into your power big time here. And you're trying to come up with the best solutions, options that are out there for you with whatever it is that you're doing. You're looking at it from the perspective of what's best for me, you know. Cool. In the immediate future, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. You might be making some tough decisions here. I do see you taking some action here that's a little bit hard, a little bit heavy, maybe even a little bit painful, but it feels like the best decision that you can make. Not only for you, but for everybody involved, because there's other energies involved here. So, okay, let's clarify. Let's do the Seven of Cups. The Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups. Yeah, you're not on your own here. When it's about making choices, even tough choices at times, it's not only about how you feel and what you want as an outcome. It's taking another energy into consideration here too. You know, and it's not rash decisions. It's, I see you just sitting there and making up your mind about stuff that is meaningful to you. Whatever this is very meaningful to you, but again, you're coming from a place of, this is not just about how I feel, you know, and this is not just about me ultimately, even though I'm trying to put myself first, yes, and my needs first. That doesn't mean that I'm not thinking about or I'm not caring about others that are involved, you know. Let's do the Two of Pentacles in the recent past, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Hermit. It's almost like a failed dream or something. Hummingbird. Hi, little one. Hello. He left. I kind of see you pursuing something, a passion or something, or that was the goal, that was the desire. And then I see maybe rejection, maybe there's a sense of heartbreak in there. And then ultimately there's a sense of, I don't know what to fucking do about this. Like, I have no fucking clue what to do about it anymore. Let me do the World card. The Ace of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Cups. I feel like you stopped pursuing it. You know? Whatever it was, I feel like you eventually stopped pursuing it. You stopped giving it your energy. Let me do the Page of Wands. It very much looks like a change in course there. Like you took another direction there after a while. For the Page of Wands, you get the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. And it wasn't easy. But like at some point, you're very determined to just change course there, to just not focus on that, let that go, close that chapter, and start a brand new one. Very hard to do, but you're doing it. Let me do the Emperor. How can you twist like that, baby boy? For the Emperor, in the current situation, you get the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords. Yeah, that's the thing. When it comes to, okay, what kinds of decisions are you going to make? What kind of choices are you looking into? It involves, again, not only you, but there's a commitment in there, in all of that process. And you're showing me the commitment and you're showing me an ending over it. So I don't know exactly what that means, but you are coming at this from, first, what's best for me? And then let's look at everything else. You know, let's throw everything else into the mix and let's come up with conclusions to all of it. Okay. Let me do the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, the 3 of Cups, the King of Wands. Okay, you found your worth here. You found, you know, what you deserve, what you draw in from a frequency perspective, and maybe it's not that, given that it has an ending over it. Maybe it's like, this is not good for me. But because I realize that this is not good for me, now I know what is good for me. So that's what I'm going to be opening up to. You know, I don't see you necessarily going out there and looking for it, but I see you, energetically speaking, that that's exactly what you're opening up to by staying connected to yourself and your needs and self-love and all of that. So it's a pretty nice energy you got going on here for you. For the 9 of Cups, you get the 7 of Swords, the Fool, the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're deciding to leave something behind you, to put something behind you, to just move in the direction of your heart, basically. Keeping that open. When you start walking away from something here, I see a little bit of stumbleness. I see a little bit of, you know, there's a couple of question marks when it comes to the how. How are you going to do that? Well, I think I'll just start and figure it out as I go. You know, I think it's going to be that. Like, I don't see you having a plan, but I see you making the best decision for you at this moment in time. And with that, you turn your back to something. And then again, if I were to ask you on that, hey, do you have a plan here or anything? Do you know what you're doing? You'd probably say, I don't have any plan. I do know what I'm doing right now. If something comes up 10 steps from now where I don't know what I'm doing, then I don't know what I'm doing then. But like, I'm not going to think about it right now. It's one of those where you're just kind of going with the flow. Let's do the Ace of Swords in the immediate future, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, the Hangman. And again, this energy comes through in which, hold on, because it's not that easy. So I'm doing this for me, but at the same time, I want to be very respectful of their process too, and their situation and where they're at. But then you're kind of giving me a little bit of a caveat there. You're kind of saying, I want to make sure they're happy too about this. I'm going to burst your bubble there. You can't. You can't. It's not up to you. And they probably won't be happy for now. But down the road, maybe they'll look back and say, hey, that was for the best, actually. You know? But you can't stop yourself in the middle of a process to make sure that every part of that process is taken care of. Because it's not on you. You don't have control over that. You can't. And that's where it's the toughest part, to realize that and to say, fuck it, let me do what's best for me then, and keep going and just kind of trust that everything's going to play out in the way that it should for everybody involved. That doesn't mean in a happy way necessarily, you know. For the 3 of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Page of Cups, the Tower, the Sun. But you do have that realization. And it doesn't make the process any easier necessarily, but it definitely gives you quite the big perspective over things. And you're like, okay, well, what do I need to do from here on out? I need to focus on my goal, my purpose here. What is my purpose? Happiness. Okay, let me go pursue that. And it might be ugly the journey to happiness through something like this might look ugly, might feel ugly, but the end goal looks beautiful. So I feel like you're going to have quite a few aha moments. The minute you decide, oh, I want to make sure that everybody here is going to be happy. Once I make a decision that's the best decision that could be for me personally, but that might hurt others, but I still want to make sure that they're going to be happy. The minute you decide that, you're going to be hit with quite a few aha moments here. Which, again, it's not necessarily going to make the path easier, but at the same time, it's going to make it feel and look in such a way that it's achievable, even if it's hard. For the Six of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Ten of Wands, the Empress, the Ace of Wands. It's very hard. This is the toughest part, that nobody can guarantee that everybody involved here in this process is going to be perfectly okay afterwards. I think they will be. It's a matter of trusting more than looking for that, specific something that's going to guarantee you that, because that you won't have. So you're better off starting to practice just trusting the process, trusting that that's, as much as this is your journey for you personally, they have their own journey. That could be outside of this, could be happy, could be not. It's how they make it at the end of the day. And that's not going to be on you, So you keep on struggling here with this concept of, but how can I make sure? You can't. You can't. This is one of those where you can't. Most of the times we don't have control over shit. So why would you want to know this when nobody can guarantee you this? Well, I need to know. Well, you can't know. From the universe for you as a final advice, the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Sun. Yeah, that might help. Telling yourself, convincing yourself that everything's going to play out in the best way possible for everybody involved. That doesn't guarantee, everybody's going to be happy here. It still doesn't guarantee that. But trusting that everybody has a journey here and it's going to work out in the way that it needs to work out for everybody involved, you can do that, So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.